Welcome to this Biscuit Boys special on one of the highest parts of the Midlands. I'm at the Beacon, the Bar Beacon Festival. I walk in, the first thing I see in the media tent is a hive of activity. I walk through 100, 200, 300 paces, and on stage is my brother Kalik, absolutely, as always, smashing it. How are you, fella?
I'm a lot better today.
Yeah?
Gab, I've not been very well. I think you do now, but
Yeah, you're struggling a bit, ain't you?
Yeah, I've not been well for about 3 months. Ended up with a lump on my neck, which grew, and so I've had all tests for all the obvious things, and that. I'm waiting for results. The lump's gone down. I feel like I'm getting back to full health, but obviously I'm still awaiting results. But the show don't stop, man. Khalid now stop.
Well, you musicians don't, do you? Mind you don't ever get out of bed till midday, do you? Been trying to get in the Biscuit
I've been
Boys
actually getting out of bed at 7 in the morning now, because I'm at the gym at 8:30.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is an all-new Kelly?
This is the old Kelly come back.
Okay. So tell me about this festival. How did you get involved in it? And you sounded absolutely superb, mate.
I started this festival when it actually started the first time, and I did a couple of headline spots here for Glenn. And we've been building it up over the last 4 years, so it's really nice to come back and play again, because it's my homecoming gig. I mean, there's about 2,000-3,000 people here, which is beautiful for Walsall, and obviously great for music and great for my music.
And I think you're right, it's great for the area, isn't it? The Bar Beacon
Nature Reserve as well.
Yeah, when you look up here
place
over the fields, you wouldn't think that you are within a few miles of Birmingham city centre, would you? Or if you go the other way, Walsall town centre.
Yeah, it's a lovely picturesque setting, and it's a wonderful little festival. It's getting to become a bigger festival, so it's nice to come back and play here again, because like I said, it's my hometown gig. I've got another one this evening for the Help the Heroes charity, which I've been doing quite a lot of, and really proud of that. So I've got one tonight at the Shire Oak acoustic set. Really looking forward to that. And then I'm back in with Gavin in the studio in July with Ash from the Twang, Ash Sheehan, and a few other special people. And
come on, who's these special people? I know you, when you've got a smile and a grin on your face.
And then the album will be the new album will be finished at the end of July. And it does feature some exceptional talents like Ben Drummond and Sam Rogers, Brian Corbett, Andy Sachs, Stevie Craddock, Ash from the Twang. Everybody's anybody's on that album, mate.
What's the name of
Andy
the album?
Bennett from Ocean Colour. He's just actually left Ocean Colour Scene. He's doing his solo stuff, which is fantastic. So yeah, the name of the album I've not really. It's the one that's going to have Songbird, Looking for a Rainbow, but I'm not sure what to call it as yet.
The only thing is out here.
I've just released Astral Projections as well last week.
Okay, tell me about that.
It's supposed to have been released a couple of years ago. It's took longer than I thought. Obviously the industry works like that, and I'm doing everything on the DIY front, whereas before I was with Factory Records in London, so it's doing everything myself and with the people around me, so it takes a little bit longer, but the results are more or less the same. So the album's out there and it's selling and people are loving it, and it's had great reviews. And in 2 weeks' time I'm releasing Velvet Sunshine, which is my acoustic album. And then 4 months after that I'm releasing another album. As you can see, I'm a very prolific songwriter.
You certainly are. Now there's a song on there, I Love Asian Man. I think that's it's a
song,
great mellow, and it's a song that resonates so much with the Asian community that you're from.
Yeah, it was about people from another country come here to stop and stay, or actually came here to do some work and then leave and go back home and never got the chance to go back home, end up having kids here like my mum and dad. So it's a story about immigrants who came to this country and then made a positive effect on the country and became part of Great Britain. So Asian Man was written for my dad, who passed away in 1995, and as soon as he passed away I'd got signed. I had a big deal with Factory 2 Records and London Records, and he missed it all. So it was really his song.
Yeah, and also another song for your old man, Wild West.
Yeah, because he used to love watching the John Wayne films, and I mean, who doesn't? And I grew up on all that, the John Wayne and the Magnificent Seven and Charles Bronson and Yul Brynner and all those. And my dad used to love watching them, and he used to basically judge life by a Wild West film.
Yeah.
You know, the blokes had this integrity. They looked after the women. They worked hard. You know,
Yeah.
the women didn't shirk. They worked as well. So he was like of that old school mentality, and everything was wrong and right in the Western films. And
Yeah.
I remember writing a song, and it was like one of the lines in it is watching films like about the Wild West with my dad, and so it was basically about sitting at home in a black and white TV on a telly house, watching films with my dad, and that's how we connected when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I knew John Wayne and Clint Eastwood was role models. You know, even for my dad from Kashmir in Pakistan, and you come over here. I mean, he was the biggest Elvis fan you've ever seen.
Yeah.
My old man.
And your new album, let's talk about that briefly. How many tracks are going to be on it?
11 or 12.
Okay, good number.
Probably. No, it's not probably. I'm smirking. It's the best stuff I've ever done.
Yeah.
And it's so good I don't even think it's mine. So I'll leave it there. It's one of the albums that it's going to change a lot of musical people's heads.
Yeah.
When it comes out, and there's a lot of people already interested. I've got tours coming up in India, Canada,
Blimey.
and America with a massive Indian company who want me to cross over as an artist from Britain and show them what a British Asian truly crosses over can do. So that's fascinating. That's with a geezer called Babaji. He's a spiritual saint geezer. So he thinks my music is a healing kind of music, and the world should hear it more. So he's putting me on the big stage in India, massive, huge gigs in front of over 50,000, maybe 100,000 people. So that's a massive step for me again. And obviously I'm still doing the stuff here.
Yeah.
I've got stuff going on with Ash from the Twang. I've got other stuff going on and my own stuff. So I'm just hoping now that this is going to be the biggest push I'm ever doing, because I'm 4 or 5 albums in, and most people ain't that far in.
Yeah.
I've been in the industry for 20 years, and I have a lot of people now who are opening the doors and letting me walk through, which I really appreciate. I'm really honoured, humbled by it, but at the same time, it was about fucking time.
And also, you've got a fan club as well, because I was standing by while we was watching Pleasure House there, and there was a young lady hooking up with you. How can I get hold of Calic? So you tell all my listeners how they also can link up with
You can get onto Facebook, which is www.facebook.com/unique Khaliq, UNIQUE KHALIQ. If you whack Khaliq onto internet, whack it onto Google, I'll come up in the first 2. I'll come up either as SoundCloud or I'll come up as Facebook. So I'm out there. I'm not very hard to find. My website's going to be up soon in about a month's time, which will be KhaliqMusic.com and KhaliqMusic.co.uk. So that's going to be up soon. I'm on Twitter.
Unique Khaliq.
Yeah, Unique Khaliq on Twitter. I'm basically on nearly every platform digital out there. I'm on there. The album's available on iTunes. Way of Zen's available. Astral Projections is available on iTunes and Spotify and everything. So it's all out there. If you just whack in Khaliq, KHALIQ, you'll see me and you'll see what I'm doing, and you know, you can get involved and come. Everything about our music is about the people, and it's for the people. And we did what we do today. Like the promoter came up and said to me today, I don't know how you do it, but it's all about how you feel. And depending on how you feel, depends on how the crowd feels. What you feel, the crowd feels. And that is something that I can't explain, but I'm so happy to have been blessed with that ability, because me and the crowd do become one. And that's a magical thing to have. And you can't buy it, you can't earn it. I don't know where it's come from, but I hope it doesn't leave.
Fantastic. And permanent residence, you obviously were at the Brown Lion before. Are you still doing stuff at the Brown Lion?
No,
or any other venues in Birmingham?
Because I haven't been very well, but I am coming back out now, so I'll be starting. There's a lot of people who've been phoning me saying would like to host some more open mics and get some more of the young kids involved and stuff. So I am going to start going out, because I'm doing acoustic shows and full band shows. So you will be seeing me a lot in Birmingham.
Sure. So it's pretty much watch the space.
I'm back.
Exactly. Google Kelly, get onto his website and find out where this great man is entertaining.
Thank you ever so
a
much,
wonderful
Gabby.
crowd.
Yeah.
And hey, couldn't have Glastonbury this year, but we got Barbeacon, ain't we, mate?
Yeah, man. I've got Glastonbury next year. I've got everything.
Do you know, in Glastonbury, there's too many bloody stages. There's somewhere between 86 and 106 different stages. I think they've only got 8 toilets. We've got more toilets here. We've got less stages.
We've got less
But you know
stages
what?
and more toilets.
Less stages is good because you can focus on less artists.
That's right.
And the quality, the quality is just the same. Music
Yeah.
is music.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's a young lady singing out. What a voice is that? That sounds like Esther, is it? I can't see. But I'll tell you
Not
what.
sure.
I'll tell
Sounds
you
good
what,
though.
It sounds very good. Right, let's go and check out who it is. 'Cause I want to get hold of Class Side.
Come
I
on
want
then,
to get
Gab.
hold of Pleasure House.
You legend.
And I want to get hold of the guy that put this fantastic event on.
Oh, that would be Glenn Bloodgrass.
Okay,
Reminds me of some LA travelling superstar.
okay.
You know Glenn, don't you?
No, I don't, but you're going to introduce me to him.
Yeah, he's sitting next to the main stage with a big beard.
Okay then, brother.
It's a bit like Susie Steve on acid.
She sounds good, by the way. She looks good and all. Right, I'm going to go and find Pleasure House. Cheers, mate.
He came from a faraway land to make a fortune with his hands, to a land that was running free. Nightlife took over his soul and the drink ran free. No communication, there's a breakdown. Wanted to make it and get back home. I see my brother running. I see my brother running. 6-year-old kid with the weight of the world on his back, makes a fortune for his Asian mom and dad. Learn English by candlelight, living in legends in another man's life. Become white quicker than the white man can. Acquired an education to run in this land. I see my brother running. I see my brother running. I see my brother running. My brother running. Remember the walks downtown. Ignorant voices putting us down. Wishing the pigment in my skin would wash away. I feel a part of the senseless play. Blow after blow, I still see that face. Feel inferior by the senseless hate. I see my brother running.
Right, well, I'll be honest, I've had some offices in my time, but I've never had an office in the woods in the back of the Barbican Festival.
Quite a nice little office though, isn't it?
Joining me now is Pleasure House. I tell you what I love about woods. Well, not the obvious, but what I do love about woods, there's no wind.
Yeah.
I've just done the interview with Cal, and out there, when the wind blows, it distorts everything, but this is beautiful. And I can
nice.
get away with it by saying, Pleasure House, will you join me in the woods for an interview? You ask a bird that, and do you know what I'm saying?
That's a dodgy question.
It is, ain't it?
Yeah.
And it's all so innocent, but you was all so fantastic up on that stage.
Thank you very much, Gav. Thank you very much. Yeah, we enjoyed it. That was a fun gig. That was a really fun gig. Everyone was really into it, and the sunshine was shining nice and bright. We got the best slot, I think, to be honest, today, because it was nice midday, just as it's cooling down a little bit. People are starting to have a few more drinks. People are loosening up, and it was good. It was nice. Lots of people dancing, lots of people singing along. So we enjoyed it. We had a really good time.
So let's have a name check for the band on vocals.
So I'm Alex on vocals. Yeah.
I'm John, bass.
I'm a bass guitar.
And the little drummer boy is buggered off because he's doing another gig.
Yeah.
James Burgess is so busy. He must be the most busiest musician. How do you cope with him?
It's difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It's sometimes like a little drummer child who just constantly has to play drums. Like, you know, even when we're in the van, he'll just be tapping on his legs and he'll be like, "Shut up, James, please. We've got here enough of your drumming." But now he's a busy lad. He's doing his more corporate stuff tonight, so he's earning his wedge tonight. This is the stuff he does in the daytime with us is the stuff he really loves to do. So we know that, and he knows that as well. So yeah, it's good, very good.
But isn't it great that that's what musicians are about?
Yeah, man.
When you ain't gigging there, you're gigging somewhere else. You want to come and play.
Always got to be seeking the next opportunity, because if you become stagnant, well, if you stop doing anything, then you become stagnant. You know, in music, you got to keep just going with the flow and keep building momentum and keep doing it. If you stop doing it, then you know everyone's going to forget about you. So that's kind of what we're doing. We played a festival last night, and it was really, really good festival actually. And then we ended up not only playing a festival, but then there was a chill out tent later on in the night, and we ended up staying until about 6 in the morning, just playing acoustic songs for everyone. And it was that was actually almost as fun as the actual festival itself, because it was just really nice, and everyone was, you know, a bit worse for wear, and everyone was having a sing along, and it's stuff like that's the beautiful stuff we get to do. Just like chill with the people who are watching us, and just have a little sing song with them. Because there's some good musicians everywhere you go. Like you find in festivals like this, there's a lot of the people are musicians themselves, so they appreciate it a little bit more. I think they have a bit more of an understanding of how everything works and what we do and what other acts are doing. So yeah, man, it's good. Got to keep busy, or got to keep momentum going.
Was there hot tubs involved last night?
There was no hot tubs
because this young man and Burgess, hey?
Yeah, well, there weren't any hot tubs last night, but we
still got to clean it.
Because the last time, you know, for our listeners here in the Monkey House, in our with the Biscuit Boys show, I and Chris were waiting for these two.
Actually, do you remember? I don't know what it is, but whenever we have an interview with you, we've always got blind drunk the night before.
Yeah, I know.
And I think we need to stop doing it, because we might get a reputation for ourselves, but maybe it's not necessarily the worst reputation. But yeah, no, the last time you saw us, we're actually a lot more fresher than we were last time. We got a nice sausage sandwich down us, and we had a few coffees, and we started to walk. The drive woke us up on the way back, and it was only Milton Keynes, so it wasn't too far, and we were just blasting classic 90s tunes, because we recently had a revelation when we stopped off on the services. We were like, we're bored of the radio. We got Radio 1, Radio 2, Classic FM, and getting a bit bored of it now. So we stopped off at the services, and saw now that's what I call music 90s.
Okay.
And it has some, you know, real classics such as Britney Spears' Hit Me One More Time, Take That, I Want You Back, you know, Angels by Robbie Williams. And I mean, who can complain? Like, who can argue that they are amazing songs? You know what I mean? So we're just there, kind of strolling along the M1, blasting out these Robbie Williams tunes, singing along, just waving to everyone that goes past, and that's the stuff that we kind of have to do to keep ourselves woken up. So we arrive at the gig a bit more fresher than we would have when we first woke up. That's kind of what we do.
Festivals, are they the best thing that you can play rather than pubs and studios? It's very
it's different. Like I think we're definitely we're definitely acclimatised for a festival. We're definitely a festival band. I think we work at festivals because I think everyone's in such a good mood, like in a good mood, and I think our music has there's a good mood vibe about it. So I think that's a good thing about festivals. All shows are different, to be honest. You can never gauge it, but you always plan what it's going to be in your head before you go. But it's never the same. I mean, this is my first year at Bands on the Beacon, so I've never even been before as a spectator.
Neither have I, to be fair.
So when I arrived there, I was like, wow, it's beautiful, high, and then realised that as soon as we started walking up, there's masses of people. Like, there's a lot of people here today. Like a serious amount, which is great for us because we're still a young band. We're still trying to build our fan base, trying to get new fans. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Like connecting to people with music, and that's what we're trying to do. I think you find pub gigs, it's also an audience thing, I think, as well, because I mean, I have a tendency to probably swear a little bit too much. So that classic Big Brother, do not say F or bugger. It always comes into my head because stuff like this, there's always kids around.
True.
And you don't want to rock the boat
with
don't. Any parents. So I always have to make sure I've got my CBeebies hat on, just in case. You know what I mean? So, but now they're always different, but they're always good. You just got to go in. We go into every gig thinking, this is going to be an amazing gig, and then give it the energy, and then if we receive it back, then even better. Do you know what I mean? So. And
you Pleasure House up. Now I've got to take you to task here.
Yeah.
Shaka Khan, Ain't Nobody.
Yeah.
That was the 80s one, the 90s one.
Oh, was it?
I think so, I think there might have been remixes in the 90s. I'm almost certain I used to dance to that in the 80s.
Okay, well, I'll have to rechange my script that I used.
Let's come and walk over this way a bit because the next band has started, and that's the only thing with these recordings, it starts getting a bit noisy. A bit echoey, and I tell you what though, you wouldn't fancy running around in a wood, would you?
You wouldn't escape in this wood, would you?
Tell you what, how the floor here, with all the needles and everything, it's like, like a mossy lawn or a beach. This is worse than that. I tell you what, honestly, it is. And
but 80s, so.
Yeah, and I love the way you're done.
Yeah.
Tainted
Love, yeah. See, that's a classic, and a lot of people do cover that song, but as you said, we like to pleasure house all the songs a bit. Do you know what I mean? We don't because we don't want to do the covers that everyone else is doing.
No.
We want to do covers that people know, or people may not know, or may just recognise, and then kind of make them our own. Because if they can sit in our set alongside our other songs, then that's we're not a covers band. We're just trying to. But you kind of have to do covers. If there's a new audience who don't know your songs, who don't know who you are, you do covers, and that kind of attracts them. It entices them more into what you're doing, so that's why we're doing. And also they're really fun to play.
Yeah.
It's really fun to do because they're classics. Tainted Love's such a fun song to play because it's got a bit of a bit of attitude to it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Well, an old Northern Soul, and then Mark Ullman done it in kind of 90s type of. I don't know what Mark Ullman, soft cell, bit of like electronic kind of poppy stuff. I love both of them, and I love the way that you covered it as well.
Yeah.
How can people look at With Pleasure House?
They can find us all over the online world. So I mean, Facebook, you can find us if you just search Pleasure House in Facebook, you'll find us. Twitter, we're at Pleasure House UK. YouTube, just search for Pleasure House. We just released a new music video for our single, so that'll be on YouTube. If you search for Sunrise, that's it. Pleasure House Sunrise. That's also actually on Spotify and iTunes. So if people wanting to purchase it, it's now on sale for £1.58 in the iTunes store, and you also get another song as well. And then you've got Instagram, which is at Pleasure House, and we've got. I think if you just Google Pleasure House, you'll be able to find all sorts.
Who was the most popular? Who was the busier of the group? I think I know who you're going to say on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah. Who is the Instagram whore in the band? Is what I'm saying. Is it really?
No, it's probably me, to be honest.
You're joking? No, you do surprise me now.
Because usually, but I mean, as in, I don't take selfies. I'm usually the one taking the pictures of the other guys.
Got ya.
So I'm usually the man behind the camera.
Got ya.
So I'm technically the Instagram whore, but generally it's John or James that get in the pictures.
That's what I'm saying.
They got like pretty faces, you know what I mean? So stick them in the front.
The girls love it.
The girls love it, they swoon, and who wouldn't? I mean, Tom Cruise over here, do you know what I mean?
Oh no, he
John
does
Cruise.
Like him, he does. There is a likeness to Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Well, he's just slightly bigger than Tom Cruise.
Got a few inches on him.
So, We'll keep that quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
Just come over. So, what have you got ahead for Pleasure? Where are you going to be in 12 months' time?
12 months' time, hopefully we'll be touring. We've got plans to get a UK and hopefully, all being well, a European tour in September, October time. So that's the plan. We're currently going for the negotiations and arrangements of that to get that going, because we're going to have a new single out in end of August time, I believe. So, you know, that's something we've just recorded at Circle Studios in Birmingham. It's by a really good producer. So, you know, the plan is that this will be our big impact on the industry, and hopefully, you know, so we're going to take it on tour, and we'll have loads of new merchandise and T-shirts and new videos and everything. So yeah, that's 12 months time. Hopefully we'll be touring.
So will there be an EP or an album on the horizon?
I think eventually there will be.
Okay.
I think at the moment we're just doing singles, because as I said, we're still just trying to gain fans, trying to build the fan base and get people. Basically, we just want people to fall in love with us. So the quicker they do that, then we'll have an album. So as soon as everyone's in love with us, then we've got an album. We've got about 3 albums worth of music.
And have you seen my sticker?
I've seen the sticker. Yeah, it's good.
Sticker.
I love it.
Love it.
Yeah. Actually, if anyone wants to get in touch with Gabby Cabby and the Biscuit Boys, then there's loads of stickers that we'll give away, so we can always send them to people in the post.
Brilliant.
So spread the word. Just stick them on your car, stick them on your computer. Do you know what I mean? You can put them anywhere. So
fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant.
Guys, for now, can I thank you very much? You're absolute superstars.
Thanks.
I'll catch you soon.
Been a pleasure.
Cheers, lovely.
Thank you.
Pleasure, House. Cheers, guys.
Superb.
Close my eyes and all I see is sunrise. I'm waking up next to you. Next to you, I close my eyes and
Right, come and walk on the wild side, Bab. Just keep
Okay.
walking, keep walking, keep walking into my media tent. It's great, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
That's a wonderful thing about festivals. You know, like we got Glastonbury on this weekend. I'm here at the Bar Beacon. The
Yeah.
band's on the Beacon. This is my media tent. Now you look in front of you. This has got to be a far greater media tent than what Chris Evans has got at Glastonbury, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
100%.
Now, as I'm walking up, I'm interviewing Calic. I've just gone from the main stage to the acoustic stage. I see a young lady on a stage with a hat on. Sounds as though she's from one of the south or southern states in America. But then I listened to you talking after. You sound somewhere from north of Birmingham towards Walsall Wood.
Yeah, something like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you say Demi, and my surname is Mariner. You might not be able to spell it, but there was an old England footballer named Paul Mariner. I'm guessing you're not any relation,
No. Not as
But-
far as I'm aware.
but you were superb on that stage. So tell me all about you and tell me how people can hook up and buy your music.
Well, I'm a 18-year-old acoustic singer-songwriter. I've been doing it for about 2.5 years now. But music started from a young age, so it's kind of just expanded from there, really. And you can listen to my stuff on. There's links on YouTube and SoundCloud if you just search Demi Mariner Music. And my Facebook page is Demi Mariner Music as well. And my Twitter and my Instagram are just D Mariner Music.
So how did you get involved in music? At what age were you that you said, right, I want to get on a stage, I want to play? Oh, I'm guessing that you write your own stuff.
I do, yeah.
Because you did say I'm going to play a couple of covers, so that suggested to me that you write your own stuff.
I do, yeah.
Very good on the uptake, I am. So tell me about that. When did you start penning your first song?
It all happened when I was in my GCSE days at school, and I did a music GCSE, and as part of that I had to write a song, and I'd never written a song before in my life, and thought, right, here goes, let's see what's happening. And I'd only just started playing guitar, so I only knew about 4 chords, and I thought, right, let's see what we can do with this, and then just fell in love with it from then and haven't stopped, really.
What school was that?
I was at George Salter Academy in West Bromwich, that was.
Okay, so you're more over there from
I am.
Walsall. You kind of turn left and you're West Bromwich way then.
I am, yeah, more that way, definitely. I'm based in Albury, so
Oh, okay. So you are a yam then.
I am a yam, yeah.
Where do you gig? Where can I check you out? Where have you been? Where you going to?
I kind of play a bit of everywhere, really. It's a bit crazy. This is my second gig of 3 today, and then I've got
Blimey.
another 2 tomorrow.
Dear me. Tell me about
so-
your other 2 then.
Tomorrow, I'm
Well,
at...
no, today.
Oh,
and
today?
then tomorrow. Tell me about. I mean, 5-6 gigs in one day.
Started on Thursday, so it'll be 7 or 8 gigs this weekend.
Come on, let's all of the gigs that you've played this weekend. Where have you played?
On Thursday, I played at the Grain Store in Wolverhampton, and then I went on to do the Dog and Doublet there as well, which is brilliant. The Grain Store have live music every Thursday. We're hosting it next week.
Okay.
There's always about 5 acts on. It's phenomenal.
Whereabouts in Wolves is it?
It's right in the town centre. I think it's just off King Street.
Okay.
So it's pretty much right in the town centre, but it's a brilliant night.
And who's we that host it?
Me and Dan, the cajon player that was playing with
Okay,
me.
yeah.
So we're hosting it next week, so it should be a really good night. And then yesterday I was at O'Neill's in Northampton, which was a bit of a trek.
Yeah.
But that was a really good night as well. And then today I was at Merry Hill this morning. They're doing a country and western weekend. So we played that this morning, which was really good. And then we went on to do this,
Yeah.
Bands in the Beacon. And then tonight I should be in Cheltenham at a bar there. And then tomorrow I'm at Merry Hill again at about 1:30 for about a half an hour set. And then I'm at Lichfield Rocks at 5:30.
Oh, I tell you what. When do you get time to rest, to relax, to eat, to drink, to sleep?
Not much, probably like 2 a.m. on the motorway home normally.
I mean, you see, that's the reality of the industry that you're in, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not about the X Factor. It's not about going on stage and getting 3 likes and going through and boot camp and all that, wanting to be famous to be famous. It's about doing the miles, learning your craft, learning your trade, writing from experiences, and then performing to people that want to listen to you and hook up to you.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely what it's all about. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't give it up for an extra few hours sleep.
Yeah.
Put it that way. It's
So,
brilliant.
tell me about your hat.
Yeah, I've got a bit of a thing for hats. I think I've got about 20 hats probably at home. They're pretty much all the same, but different colours or different shapes. But I don't do a gig without a hat. So
Okay.
it's kind of my little signature thing, I think, like a trademark thing. So.
Is it almost like a comfort blanket or a dummy where you're on that stage, okay, you got the guy on there with the old, banging away, but it's a lonely place, and a lot of artists that I hook up with like to have a hat or like to have something because it kind of, it's as though you've got a friend on there with you.
Yeah, it almost gives you like a bit of a, like, I don't know, like a sense of purpose
Yes,
almost.
yeah,
like
yeah.
There's something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
So they're not just focusing, they're looking at the hat, they're looking at the guitar and the,
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, fantastic.
Definitely.
So in 12 months' time, where are you going to be? And who's your favourite country artist?
My favourite country artist is a lady called Casey Musgraves. She's a young singer-songwriter from Texas. She's just released her second album. It's called Pageant Material. It's phenomenal. It's so good. But then, obviously, old country, you've got Dolly Parton and all that kind of stuff. So you can't beat a bit of that. But I think I just love the writing that Casey does. She's quite funny in the songs that she writes.
Okay.
She's very clever. So she's my favourite country artist. And in 12 months' time, I'm hopefully moving to Falmouth in September to do my music degree. So hopefully in 12 months' time, I'll be down there finishing my first year.
That's a university in Falmouth.
It is, yeah. Falmouth Uni to do a music degree. Living right on the beach, right on the seaside. So can't wish for much more, really.
Life's tough, innit? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, full of inspiration there though for songwriters. It'd be brilliant.
Is it one of the better universities then for songwriters? Tell me about it briefly.
It kind of depends what kind of course you want to do. A lot of music degrees are quite classically based, and I started off playing the violin, so I was a classical musician to begin with, but that's not what I want to go into.
Yep.
So it's quite difficult to find a music degree that's not classical, that's more popular music, but that's good at the same time.
I know what you're saying.
So it was kind of between that and a choice in Liverpool, and I just fell in love with it when I went there, and it's a really good course, and it's just a lovely place, so it should be good, hopefully.
Well, I don't want to do Scousers down because Liverpool's a great city and great city music.
It definitely is, yeah.
By the beach in Falmouth, like Liverpool.
Yeah, they're both brilliant for very different reasons, I think.
You get more sun in Falmouth as well, don't you?
A little bit, yeah. Like, you get more wind as well by the seafront, but I can live with that.
I'm sure you can.
I might lose my hat, but I can live with it.
What you want to do, like, you're going to have to turn your hat from Americano to Australian. Where they have them things and you.
Yeah,
so
and I have to tie it around my neck.
Make sure when that wind blows across the sea, your hat doesn't follow it.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be the biggest risk, I think.
Fantastic. For now, young lady Demi,
yeah.
thank you very much for your time.
My
Can
pleasure.
I wish you all the very best?
Thank you.
And I'll speak to you and I'll see you soon.
Yes, brilliant.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
What a lovely accent you've got. A lovely Midlands accent. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers, thank you. Well, from the acoustic stage and my media tent just by the entrance, just to the left, they've really looked after me. They've erected a tent. It's absolutely fantastic. I've even got red wine on tap. Red wine on tap.
Did they give you any donuts?
Yeah, I've had a couple of donuts as well, and I've legged it all the way around the Barbican to catch up with one of my favourite bands on this planet, Classide, and I did miss you. I'm ever so sorry, but my little girl dances.
Yeah,
I did say to her, she dances still
I'm
too.
guessing that was a tough call. It was a tough call.
yeah.
It was either little girl dancing or it was coming to see Class Side.
Well, it's either leaving my daughter on her own,
Yeah.
and she's only 7.
I'm welling up now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
We were slagging you off earlier, but you've kind of justified it now.
But the first person that come over to me is my old mate Chris.
Yes.
From this wonderful, and he's going, Gabby, here's a bin. I'll go, mate, my stomach's been proper dodgy. It blows up. Lager bloats me. My teeth are falling to pieces. I reached 45, I was alright. I've got to 50, I'm absolutely bollocks.
I brought him a Stella, and he said no, so I had to drink it as well as my
That's a
own.
good man.
I know.
Chris, Chris, like one Stella, that's all he can have anyway. So, he's got to offer him out. But no, it's good. What are you on now? It's on the Strongbow Dark Fruit.
And
He's got very posh. Is this complimentary of the Barbican for you? Okay, fair enough.
and the famous G-Man on guitar.
Yes!
Gordon!
I'm back! I'm back! Very good. Pleased to be here.
Do you know what I've noticed today, Gord?
Far away.
You're wearing Chris's hat, and Chris's got an hat from somewhere else, because Gulliver, Gilliver, is it with an eye?
It's Gilliver with an eye.
Yeah.
He's usually got a bloody massive, glass of lager in one of these pubs on the Chester Road North, and that beanie hat on the stage.
Do you know what's really funny?
Yeah, go on.
Is that is actually exactly the same hat that I've got, and he turned up in it today and I was like, so they make everything, because it's a good job. I decided to wear a different hat. We'd have looked like twins.
Yeah.
You know, obviously I'm better looking, but
No, that's fair enough. So we're going to have to do what girls do usually. Girls go to a party and they turn up. What dress are you wearing today? You going for the red spots or the black stripes? So we're going to have to do it from now on. So what beanie are you wearing today? You're going to go for the RBCO. What else are you going for? So so I didn't realise, but we obviously both shop in Two Seasons.
Yeah.
Massive plug there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Two Seasons.
Is that where you get them hats from, Two Seasons?
Well, that's where both of these from, actually. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a shop in Leamington, because I work in Leamington, and it's a pretty cool. Obviously, being the wrong side of 40, you have to think. You know, ask the young lads at work where it's cool to go and buy an hat, and I say go down to Two Seasons in Leamington. That's what we do.
Same.
I tell you what, I look an absolute dipstick in a hat. I'd like to wear the hat, I do, whether it be one of them hats or a beanie hat or anything. I look.
Whereas these headphones suit you right down to the ground, don't you?
You know what I'm saying? I know. But you're looking even bigger, Div, don't you?
No.
I'm wearing headphones in the street with nothing else just because an hat don't fit my peanut-shaped head. So tell me about the band class side. Tell me about today. Tell me about your involvement in the Barbican. This is a wonderful festival. It's just round the corner from you guys as well, isn't it?
So Bands on the Beacon's been going about, I think it's either 3 or 4 years. We played here for the last 3 years. And Neil and I live literally just round the corner. So they asked us back. The reason, I mean, we got a bit of kudos last year. Is last year we did an acoustic set. It was John, Neil and I. It was before Gordon and Kai joined the band. We were between members, so to speak. So we did a little acoustic set. And right where we're stood now, that generator was more back this way.
Yeah.
And he absolutely hammered it down for our set last year. And there was smoke billowing out of that thing. And we had to go on and do, the three of us, like John was not drum kit, he was on the cajon.
Yeah.
And we did this acoustic set with no amplification. We had to imagine all these people here, we had to shout them to come round to the. We got 3/4 way through a set and I just completely lost my voice. Neil's fingers were in bits because he was trying to play so loud. So because of that, they were kind of like, oh man, you guys, you did so well there, So they put us on first this year, and because we've had some, relatively high profile gigs of late, they thought, oh, we'll put class side on first, and they'll draw a lot of people in early rather than the stragglers coming in late. So that was their plan. So we got a bit of a relationship with them. They're good blokes, and it's brilliant that the council put this thing on, and I know that they were hoping for a real good turnout this year so that it keeps going. And I think they've had it, to be fair. There's I think they've sold 1,000 tickets pre-sale, and you could still buy them on the door. And there's got to be 1,500 people here now. It's been a beautiful day, so I hope it's as successful for them tomorrow. And I hope it keeps going and they have us back next year.
Well, I'm sure they will. And Gordon, how cheap is it? I mean, this wristband that I'm wearing now.
Yep.
Lovely, isn't it? Yellow.
It's very fetching colour. Love it.
It suits me.
It does,
attire.
absolutely.
So, £4 for that. £2 for a programme. I've paid £6 to come in, and the music talent that you've had throughout the day is phenomenal. It starts, as you say, you kicked it off at half past 12.
Half 12 today, yep.
I think it's on till about 6, so it's between 5 and 6 hours of non-stop music, the big stage and the acoustic. If there was a price of £15, it still wouldn't be less than value for money.
Absolutely. If you think at the same, although it's legendary, what people are paying for Glastonbury for one day. For the big festivals, of course, they've got massive bands, but actually, if you want to support your local music and you want to get the best value for money, you can't beat it. I mean, whether you come to see the bands, just come for a day out with the family, whatever you want to do, I mean, it's £3 for a beer. There are pubs probably in the centre of Birmingham, you can't even get that. Do you know what I mean? 2 minutes away. But actually, it's great, and the vibe is brilliant. Everyone's friendly. We're meeting bands we haven't met before. People are coming up and chatting. People who haven't heard us before. I mean, Facebook likes today, just since we played, have just rocketed, which is fantastic. It's just got a really good, friendly, great vibe. It's pushing new music, it's pushing unsigned music, which is fantastic. And just, for me, this is the first time I've done it with Quaside, which is fantastic. It's just brilliant. I know the guys had a bit of a tough time last year with the generator blowing up in the rain, but actually it's come back, and to open it this year I think was just a real honour, actually, to be new to the whole thing, but actually what the guys remembered, Chris, Neil and John doing last year was fantastic. But no, value for money, getting everybody out here, it's over a couple of days, it's brilliant and can't fault it. Absolutely perfect. Love it.
Chris, from that last year, that's like proper festival, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And that's where you learn things. You learn things about yourself as well. You learn so much by things going wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. It was proper pressure, and but it gave us a talking point about it, you know, because you know all the bands did great, but everyone was talking about, oh yeah, Class I did really well, and you know, oh man, the pressure must be so much, and shouting myself hoarse and stuff like that. But you remember that because it was the things that went wrong. So it was a learning experience for us. It's great, and poor John's hands were killing him as well, trying to bang a cajon loud enough for like you know, or a couple of hundred people to hear. Bless him, you know, he hates playing the cajon, so he gets the rough end of the stick when we do acoustic gigs, which you know we're quite happy to dive into as well and sound completely differently. Poor John, he's there going from, he's a fantastic drummer with the full kit, and then he goes and have to sit on this cajon and box, and you know, but he still makes it sound like such an instrument. He gets so much sound out of it. But yeah, bless him, he has to wear like padded finger gloves and stuff like that. So,
but at least it's warm today, and I say when it's cold, it's even worse. Tell me about these O2, because I'm looking at Take That on Class Side there. I'm looking at many others. That,
Maroon 5, The Script, All Time Low, all of those. Yeah.
How the bloody hell do you get on the same gig as all these people?
Well,
we have a secret.
It's because you're good, innit?
It's because we're absolutely brilliant.
And we are Gary Barlow's favourite band, also Adam Levine's. And, you know, they promote us through Facebook, bless them. And, no, I mean, you know, we're really fortunate. Kai, our bass player, works and is part of the Genting Arena LG. And, you know, he's put our music forwards.
Yep.
I mean, you know, we still have to go through the same process of people going, are you good enough? Do you suit this music we're going to be listening to? So we're really fortunate that we know that Kai's with us, but actually we're really fortunate that those guys at the Genting Arena have said, you know what, you guys are good enough to play these stages, you're good enough. You know, we've got major serious acts on, that the 15,000 fans going to see The Script or Take That are actually, you know, we're more than happy for them to listen to you guys, and actually you're a good entry to the Genting to kind of go, you're professional enough, and you know, really honoured to do it, and you know, fantastic. And we had a live feed backstage to Maroon 5. All joking aside, this is actually true. It's an American lady coming to Chris, and this couple were filming us, you know, very bizarre. It's fine, everyone, you know, films things nowadays. She came up at the end and just was chatting to Chris and went, we're doing a live feed to Adam backstage. They were some sort of relation to the band, and they had been filming the bands that were playing on the acoustic stage straight backstage. Now, you know, it's just nice to know that people are taking the time, they think you're good enough, and they're going to do that. So really good feedback from her. She was sort of chatting to Chris. People thought she just fancied him, as everyone does with a singer, but no, she really did. She really was. Yeah, he's a good looking lad. We all fancy him. But actually she was doing that. So it's great to just get that exposure. But we're really, you know, really pleased that the Genting have said, you guys are good enough. And you know, we've had some major gigs. I mean, Take That for the UK, massive. Yeah. Maroon 5 across the place.
Maroon 5 was the best one.
Was it?
Maroon 5 was the best one. You find that each crowd's a little different. Some of them are more receptive. The scripts were good. We did You Me at 6, which was a lot younger crowd, and you know, we're a bit older and a slightly different genre of music. Maroon 5 just loved our stuff. They were absolutely wild for it. You know, Take That were a little colder, but it's good. But again, that's a learning curve and interesting feedback from the different, you know, types of people. And we do a bit of banter. We get them feel like, you know, you get them warmed up and ready for their big nights out. I said a few, I get a few things I'm told not to say, and I end up saying them. As long as they're put in my head, it just comes out.
Well, you can't, can you?
Are you allowed to share your famous quote?
Which one?
The one about MILFs. Take that.
There's quite a lot of quite a lot of MILF at the Take That gig in there. Which, so
they loved it. I mean, it was one of the biggest bits of banter. It's fantastic. But we're really pleased to play. I mean, it's fantastic. So it's a great gig to get. But like I say, it's a completely different audience to today. But equally as good, and it gets our name out there a lot bigger, a lot wider people, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic.
There are a lot of fun. The acoustic gigs as well. The good thing about them is it's like, you know, this is the best hobby in the world, and playing loud rock music is amazing. But then, like doing the same songs acoustically, it's like a completely different hobby.
Yeah, it is.
You've got to play it all completely differently. You've got to sing it completely differently. It's pressure for me because you're heard everything you say. You can hide behind the amps and the reverb, you know, on the rock stuff. But so it's cool. It's like to do those two different varying styles is really, really good. So, but then we find like we get it's like, we got an acoustic. We better practice acoustic. It's like, no, we've got a rock. We better, you know. So it's like you could do with like doing it as your full time job and.
Do you do it in the same day, an acoustic and a proper gig, or would that really knacker you up?
Honestly, we could probably manage it because these guys are just so good that they can just jump from one thing to the other. It's a bit of an adjustment, but now it's so. Every time we practice, we go. Well, we didn't really need to practice then, did we? But we said it's like a confidence thing. It's like if you've practiced the day before a gig, you feel like it's going to be alright. But if it's been a week, you think, we should have practiced. But it's always alright when we practice.
Stuff that you've got out. Tell me about it. Where can people get hold of it? And EPs, albums coming out?
Definitely. So, first thing, one of the most popular things is via Spotify because it's free, and that's the best thing. So you can listen to us. You've got Spotify Premium. You can save it, which is fantastic. You can listen to us on Reverb Nation /Claside as well. You can hear us there. You can like us on Facebook. We've got videos and all that kind of good stuff on Facebook, which is fantastic, including stuff that we've done at the Genting Arena, as well as other places, which is fantastic. So I'd definitely say we really love the likes on Facebook. It gives us, a boost that people are following us, which is fantastic. But Spotify, people want to hear it, and Reverb Nation's the other one, which is great.
If the best way to get our music is to come to see a gig, because every single gig we do, we bring 50 CDs for every gig.
Got ya.
So to take that one, the Maroon 5 here today, 50 CDs are in a box at the front of the stage, and they always just go straight away. So we hope that we get at least 25 likes off a CD. But if anyone wants our stuff to just come see a gig, we'll give them a CD for nothing. Or we say, message us on Facebook and we'll post it you for nothing. We don't guarantee we're going to put stamps on the letter, but you'll get a CD for about a small fine off the postman.
Absolutely. And we've got Lichfield Rocks tomorrow. So we're on again tomorrow. We're allowed to plug that one whilst we're here. Yeah.
This ain't going. Chris is away in Turkey, so this will probably go in about 3 weeks' time.
Excellent.
But this is going out in 2017.
Okay.
You know what I'm like.
No, it's brilliant. And so we're really looking forward to that, because actually to have a festival, a whole weekend of sort of festival atmosphere and festival kind of gigs is fantastic. So really pleased to be here today. Like I say, lot of history here, which is fantastic. But Lichfield Rocks is going to be great, and again we've done a couple of gigs actually in Lichfield, which is fantastic, for the same group. We did the Battle of the Bands we've done there.
Who is the group? Give the group a mention.
It's the Bowling Green, which is a big pub in the centre of Lichfield. It is literally on a big island. It's the main. Everyone who knows Lichfield knows the Bowling Green. And the guy who runs that pub is like. He's in with a guy from a band called Stubble Melt. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No, not familiar.
And they've been around for a long time in Lichfield, and they put lots of stuff on, and they do acoustic nights, and they do Battle of the Bands acoustic nights, which we played in with some of the guys who were on here today actually. And when we played, we got to the final, and George and his famous last words, who's on next, they won it. They beat us by 1 vote. We'll never forgive them. We think they forged it. The Bowling Green's a great pub, and every year they take over. It's a huge traffic island in the middle, and they take the whole thing on and make a little festival there. And that's where we're playing tomorrow. And bands like Regale, who we were chatting about earlier. They've played there today, and then they're playing here tomorrow, and we're doing vice versa. So it's it's good. You see all the same bands doing the same sort of things. But it's a Bowling Green, Lichfield, so they do a lot of acoustic nights. So it's worth going to see. It's a nice little boozer.
And from where we are, Aldridge, Lichfield's only around the corner, isn't it?
It's
really?
15 minutes away.
It's up skipping a jump, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
If you're driving the right direction, of course.
If you've not had too much strong back.
It's good. And we've got the Flapper coming up as well, 11th of July. So we've got the Flapper coming up. So that's another one of Chris promotions, not
Chris
you,
Johnson.
Chris
Johnson.
Chris Johnson.
He's a good guy. He's sound. So we did one of him, and we're supporting a band called, I can't remember what they're called. He says they've got a big following in Birmingham. No, it's gone.
Probably say to me, it was like Ocean Colour Soon or something. Band in Birmingham.
So we're looking forward to that. It's 11th of July, so Saturday night, which is great. So we've done a couple in Victoria recently. One you were at.
Great bar that is.
And one after that, wasn't we? We headlined the one after that, which is great.
Yes, which was brilliant. I actually can't remember much about that night. I got in at about 5 o'clock in the morning.
That surprises me.
Well,
a bit of the fear.
Bit of the fear. Oh, major fear. Major fear that night. In fact, it was so bad I just went out on the piss again.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got that one coming up, and then we've got one sort of the guitar one as well, and we've got that one.
Yeah, that's the one I was chatting to you about earlier. It's a little festival put on by our where Neil and I work. So there's a game called Guitar Hero, which was a massive game. A few years ago, and we work on that, and it's been reinvented. It's all coming out again, and it's the company we work for, Activision. It's kind of like a no expense spared thing that they do for the staff every year. They put parties on and stuff.
Where is it and when is it? Let's have the dates.
It is in. It's the 14th of August, and it is somewhere in Leamington to be decided, and. They sort of put on a little mini festival, and because it's a music game, a lot of the staff are in bands and stuff like that. So we're on, and there's various other guys, and some acoustic acts and stuff like that. And they're actually going to try and get some acts from the game as well. So don't know the full details, but it's going to be a big thing. So it's a pretty cool place to work, to be fair, in that respect. So for musicians and you know artists and stuff like that.
So pretty much get on your website, get on your Facebook, and get on, and all that information will be on there.
It's all
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
It's all there.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter, all that kind of good stuff, and we'll keep you in touch.
Guys, thank you very much for your
Thank
time.
you very much, Gabby. Nice to see you again,
I
mate.
reckon the G-Man is like, he looks a bit like the Edge from U2. With
Well, I said that.
Does,
I said
don't
that
he?
earlier. I said that this morning because he's growing this goatee. Yeah. So obviously, don't fall off any stages or anything like that.
Watching the work with Dave Grohl, didn't it?
It's happened quite a lot recently, hasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people fall off stage. Actually,
Yeah.
you remember when Madonna got dragged off
Yeah,
stage?
I know.
Well, we did the day after she did that. We played an LG gig, which was You Me at 6, and I fell off the stage.
Bloody hell.
I threw my beer all over myself, which I was more worried about than anybody laughing
Gutting,
at me.
that
Yeah, I
is.
was gutted. But I was to turn it into a joke, so I did it on purpose as my sort of my tribute to Madonna. But yeah, I went for a right pisser off the side of the stage.
Crazy.
I tell you.
Love it.
And the old Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
Oh, Dave
that's
Grohl?
it.
That's
I mean,
a
I
bad
saw
one.
that. Yeah, saw it on. I watched like a YouTube clip of it all happening. But I mean, so
What a legend! No, hold on. I'm just going to fix my leg. It's
I'll
broke.
just keep going.
I'll be back.
Give me. I think apparently the urban legend is give me a bottle of whiskey and I'll keep going. So I mean, that, you've got to say, hats
Walk it
off
off
to
for
the
20
guy.
minutes and then carry on. They're rumoured to be actually still playing at Glastonbury. We're doing an acoustic set with him sat in a chair. That's the rumour because there's a lot of secret sets going on and stuff like that. So well, how true that is, I don't
And he'll
know.
probably do Wembley in a chair as well.
He might turn up at Lichfield tomorrow. So
You never know. Do you?
maybe.
I'm guessing he won't, but you never
You
know.
never know.
You never know. You look in a big city. Oh, well,
Absolutely.
it is a city as well, and it's a cathedral city.
Yeah,
Lichfield.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's a nice place.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You never know. If he's recuperating, he might join us.
Fantastic, guys. For now, thanks very much,
man.
and
Cheers, man.
we'll see you soon.
Good to see you again.
Cheers, guys. Lovely.
There's a sickness to your soul that I don't know if I can hold onto you anymore. Leave you lying on the floor.
be honest, it's a little bit like the Blair Witch Project, ain't it?
This is
In there,
I don't even know
Cheers,
why I'm wearing
Eddie.
shades.
Mr. George,
Howdy.
what was your famous last words?
Be nice to animals.
That's great.
Be nice. Just be nice to them. You know, those are the famous last words.
And tell me about your famous last words. Who are they?
We've got Jamie Rushton on lead guitar, Bruce Higgs on bass, Liam Bridgen on drums. Got a good band.
Yeah.
Very lucky to be playing with some very excellent musicians.
And what I love as well, I think all great bands need a left-handed guitar player.
Oh goodness, yeah. Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
Now we
mate,
have
jump
James
in.
yes.
No?
Yes. I've always been told to learn right-handed. It should be easier, but
No, when
it's
you're
got to be left-handed.
When you're left-handed, ain't you?
Oh yes.
You do everything with your left hand.
Exactly, he
Trust
does
me.
everything with his left hand. But no, very talented man, and I'm lucky to have him not only as a guitarist but as a friend. And yeah, a bit corny, but it's true.
So tell me about Mr. George. How long you've been going? What are you doing? What do you get? You look fantastic.
Oh, thank
Gotta
you.
say
You
on
look
that
great
stage.
yourself. Thank you.
thanks very
I've
much.
tried my best. Again, we started about 3 years ago.
Okay.
We started just basically because we all needed money and we needed to do. So we started doing covers gigs and weddings and pubs
Yeah.
and clubs. And then one day I booked myself. I've been doing solo acoustic stuff for years before that anyway. I know a bunch of songs, and I asked the boys if they could just do one gig for me in Birmingham. I had a date booked, and I asked if they'd just learn the songs.
Where was
with
it
them. At the Actress and Bishop.
Okay, the A&B.
One good old A&B. But again, they stepped up to the plate. They learnt all the songs, and you know we got a great reaction that night, and it just sort of spiraled from there. And yeah, you know we've been going strong ever since for about 3 years now, and you know again, it's a lot of fun writing catchy, family friendly, happy pop rock songs. That's all about me ex-girlfriends. So you know.
Ex-girlfriends plural.
Oh yeah, you know. So there's a few.
And you won Battle of the Bands, I've been told.
No, we were finalists.
Oh, was it finalists?
Yeah, I wish we won it.
Yeah.
Believe me, I was not bitter at all. No, it was a great day. We got to play in front of a couple of hundred people at the
Yeah.
Walfren Hall. So you know they sort of all rammed to the front, so it looked a lot more full than it was, which
Yes.
is always great.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, we had a great experience. Met a couple of great people on the way, and that's how we met the producer of our EP, Gavin Monaghan.
Legend.
And he is an absolute local legend. I'm so lucky that we worked with him. And yeah, so he picked us out that night and said, listen, you gave us his card. He said, you call me, we're going to work together. And we recorded our debut EP with him last year.
Okay. So when people say to me about Gav,
Yep.
because it's like the magic is because he is magic, isn't
He is. He is. You know, you meet various producers. You know, some very, very good.
Yep.
Some really, you know, sort of outstanding. And Gavin really is one of those outstanding producers. And we are very lucky that he saw us that night and liked our stuff enough to want to record it. And we're so lucky that we worked with him. And if
So-
he's listening, hi Gav.
So name of the EP. I want to know about the
Yep.
EP and what else have you got coming out?
But the EP's been out for a couple of months now. It's called Young Man. You can find it on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Spotify, you name it. You can find if you just type in Mr. George's famous last words. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but that's not the first time I've said that. Again, type in Mr. George's famous last words. You will find it on there. Type it into the Google. You'll get us on Facebook, Twitter, and all that. But download the EP. It costs less than the price of a pint.
Yes.
So 4 tracks, 4 excellent pop rock songs that are there waiting for you to stay in your memory for years. I guarantee it.
And do you write all the music yourself?
There's a couple of there I've written on the EP that I wrote myself, but there's about half the EP is written by the whole band as well. So
Yeah.
it's a nice split down the middle of, you know, my royalties and their royalties. But no, it's a real pleasure.
How great was it to play this festival today?
It was a real honour. We played it last year and it bucketed it down, to put it mildly.
Yeah, it's insane.
But no, even last year, so yeah, people just gathered under the monument and
Yeah.
still watched us, and we even had Jamie with a wireless system run out and play a guitar solo on the monument, which was ace. Yeah, regardless of the fact that the rain got on his Les Paul, you know, it's fine. But now this year with the sunshine out, with people out in their numbers, good, happy people, great people at Walsall, you know, my hometown. Again, there's we've done a couple of festivals this year. We've done Glaston, Budget, Leamington Spa, Peace Festival. We've got a couple more coming up. But for me personally, there's nothing more special than a hometown show.
Yeah.
And this meant a lot to me. Yeah, so...
I love the colour coordination as well.
Oh, there you go.
You know, I love your green guitar.
That was the luckiest find I think I ever found in a music shop. And for the price I got it at, I'm a lucky man. Again, I love that guitar to pieces and... served me well. It's been a good servant, and I've nearly finished paying it off.
And you said on the stage, please bear with me, pretend that I'm a rock star.
Yeah.
You looked every inch a rock star while you was on that
Thank
stage,
you very
mate.
much. Again, it's the dream, and I don't think there's anybody who's played that stage or the acoustic stage today, or any other gig like this for that matter, that doesn't dream of aspiring to get to that next level. I mean, I'm just a normal guy. I work with special needs children. That's my day job. And as much as rewarding as it is, and how fulfilling it is to work with children with autism, it's still you still yearn to be on the big to be the headliner of Glastonbury and Glaston Budget for that matter.
Yeah.
But I'm a lucky man to be doing it anyway, and I hope I'll be doing it with these guys for a very, very long time.
I'll tell you what, you keep playing like that, I think it's only a matter of time till somebody does snap you up, because I thought that you looked great, I thought you sounded great, I think your songs are tuney as well. When did you start writing your music?
It's always been there, but not always, and not so like when I came out the womb or anything like that. But no, I've just, again, for the past couple of years, been writing.
Yeah.
Again, I tend to write with an acoustic guitar first.
Yeah.
Because someone once told me that the best songs, whether they're rock or sort of, soul or whatever, can always transpose well to an acoustic. So I work backwards that way, sort of write an acoustic, then start layering it up that way, and then eventually you'll get something quite special.
Any other instruments that you play? Piano?
I tried playing piano.
Yeah.
My mind doesn't work in black and white keys, I'm afraid.
Sure.
So I play the mandola, the mandolin, a little bit of bass, but every guitarist tends to play bass at some point.
Yeah.
But those are the instruments. Like I said, the mandolin and the mandola I can play. And I'm about to start learning violin, so fingers crossed for that one.
So Facebook and websites and that, let's have a final check out for anybody that wants to hook up with you. And if they don't want to hook up with you, they must be absolutely balmy.
That's very sweet of you to say so. Thank you very much. Well, the Facebook is obviously www.facebook.com/Mr. George Music. All one word, so no mouthy thing there, so just Mr. George Music. Same at the end of the Twitter handlebar, so the @Mr. George Music, all one word. SoundCloud as well, Mr. George Music. So if you want to find us on anything like that, so Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, whatever, the handlebar is Mr. George Music, and you will find us.
Brilliant.
And again, don't forget the EP. Please download it, because we are struggling musicians and we need the money. So please download the EP. It only costs about £3.76 or something silly like that. Again, just type Young Man into iTunes, or even Mr. George's famous last words, or even Mr. George if you're not very good at spelling. So type all that into the iTunes or the Google Play, and you can get our EP for less than the price of a pint.
Mr. George, can I thank you, sir, for your time?
Thank you
I
very
thought you
much.
were amazing, and good luck for the future.
Thank you very much. Have yourself a lovely afternoon.
Cheers, pal. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Well, I know it's late, too late for talking, but I've been hanging on your every word for so damn long. You know just how it hurts. Well, what's worse? What's worse than lying to myself? It only leads me to a fight, and it gets harder by nights when you're alone. I wanna know, do you wrestle with your conscience? Do you ever wanna stand up, take shots? Why ever not? Don't you want me in your arms now, baby? We'll sing it shake it on up, set your body in motion. Shake it on, shake it on up for me. Go shake it on up. So if it's alright with your body, girl, I would love to spend a little time to get to know it better. And we believe that I believe that you're in need of something better. Girl, we'll shake it on up together, come on. We'll shake it on shake it on up, set your body in motion. Shake it on shake it on up for me. like they don't know that you believe it. I believe that you're in need of something better. And we'll shake it on up together, come on. We'll shake it on up, shake it on up, set your body in motion. Shake it on up, shake it on up for me. We'll shake it on up, shake it on up, set your body in motion. Shake it on up, shake it on up for me. Oh, shake it on up.
Joining me again backstage is
Wayne Mosley.
And tell me about yourself, Wayne. Tell me what your input is into this. I know you're in a band, you're playing tomorrow.
Yep.
This is a Saturday and it's a Sunday event. It's a magnificent event. It is the event in the West Midlands.
I'd like to think
Birmingham and the Black Country. This is at one of the highest points also of our region, and this is a fantastic event that I've been honoured to be a little smidgen of a bit of a part of it today. Thank you very much, sir. So, Tamo?
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, I've been involved with this since 2010 because I played at the very first one in my band Dinky in front of 500 people in that monument, which is obviously a wonderful war memorial. But the fact that it's sort of moved on to now in 2015 and it's changed radically has been fantastic. But the downside to this year is the pressure on this festival, as you know, the lottery funding has been pulled. So people like myself, who's a private sponsor, has generated over £5,000 worth of sponsorship.
That's fantastic.
Which is great, but we really do need more people really to come along to support it, because it's all been about sponsorship, ticket sales, and then the trust put in their bit. I'm really pleased about the first day, but we need this and more tomorrow to make it sort of financially successful.
Yeah, because with ventures like this, they're big, they're brave, they're bold, they're fantastic, but you need the public to back you.
Always.
Because it doesn't run on fresh air.
That's right.
And money is tight these days. We've seen all the cutbacks from the government, from the councils, and it's vital and it's integral to music to have these venues on. So we do need your support. Now, it's going to be on again next year, I'm hoping.
Yeah,
all being well. So it's now that you've got to start planning for next year and get some sponsorship in, isn't it? It starts now.
And also because of this year's event being so radically different, you know, paying in for the first time, private money coming in, more activities happening. So after the event, we will sit down as a team, because as you can imagine, there is in that team councillors, council employees and private individuals like myself trying to help. So we will see what worked and what didn't. And for me, what's really, really important is to make this sustainable for the future.
I think it is, and I think it's important. And I've said before on this broadcast that what I've loved about this today is that it's been about original artists. At times you can, and there's a place for everybody in music. There's a time, you know, cover artists, fantastic, but to me it is all about original artists. It is all about helping the next generation. It's all about people sitting down, writing, penning the next jewels, the next gems, because if that doesn't happen, if people don't get supported, where does it go? It doesn't go anywhere.
Well, I mean, this is a fantastic opportunity for all sorts of reasons. You do get a guaranteed audience, whether you are paying like today, because we've had 1,500 to 2,000 people. But yeah, I am, because I'm a musician, I'm a real advocate of ventures like this. Just to say one thing, I played in 2010, but last year the council, before I got involved, gave my son's band an opportunity.
Which is?
And I called Sunday 44. I'm playing tomorrow. Now Sunday 44, with the exception of one of them, were all 15 last year.
Blimey.
The youngest, 13. So tomorrow they're playing again. So for me, having played here as like an older musician and my son's band playing here as younger musicians, it's a fantastic opportunity that people have been given on this. So I'm really, really happy. I'm looking forward to playing tomorrow as a musician, as well as being, still an organiser as well. And it's great for someone like me that plays original material.
Tell me about your band, Dinky.
Well, Dinky's been going since the year 2000. So that's a long time in this day and age. We play indie, guitar, rock, pop, originals. We're going to play a fun cover tomorrow that we've learned especially for the festival.
Come on, what one is it?
It's a surprise, but I will tip you off. It's a Rihanna song.
Oh, okay.
We Found Love, but in an indie rock vibe.
Okay.
For me, I'm really looking forward to getting on stage and performing. But what's really, really important to me is seeing all the other bands like today, because I booked all of the bands for both stages.
Oh, okay.
Because, I got all of the local people involved and bands that I know. So, with Dinky, we're honoured to be playing here 5 years later.
Yep.
But we really want to make sure that the audience are with us and the turnout is with us as well.
And I think it's great that that's where it's local as well, isn't it?
It is.
A lot of the bands are local.
Well, we were a Walsall band.
I tell you what, Walsall and I've got some talent. You've got Regale on tomorrow, I love Regale.
Brilliant band, all of the bands are local. The only one tomorrow, the headliner, Sherlock's.
Yeah.
They're obviously coming from up north, but
Sheffield.
Great band. But with the exception of one or two, everyone's local.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really happy about that, because being a local musician and, I still have dreams, even though I'm getting on a bit now.
We all do.
Yeah, I'm playing and making it, but for me, it's all about enjoying it, and that's what I do, thoroughly.
Great little coup, though, to get the Sherlock's.
It was, and I've got to say, it was the manager of Esther, so when you speak to Lee later, Lee organised that, and he's been as committed as me as a private person putting time and money in to this festival than anyone that I know, really. So the council, as well as the likes of Glenn, who's not with the council anymore, he was, and all of the people on today, brilliant. But Lee got us the Sherlock's. Esther has finished the day on a really good note today.
Superb.
So, as far as I'm concerned, the first day has gone really well. I just would have liked double the amount of people, really, in an ideal world. But you can't have it all.
And the weather's been kind to you as well.
Brilliant day for the weather, and tomorrow we just want a dry day.
Yeah.
And we'll have this and more tomorrow, because the Sunday, as far as I'm concerned, will be more popular.
Yeah, let's hope.
Yep.
Wayne, can I thank you very much for your time,
Thank
sir?
you.
And have a great day with Dinky. And say your little lad playing as well on the
It's
same day.
brilliant.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great for him. So that's the whole point of this festival, giving people an opportunity to express themselves, play, develop. It's life-affirming events like today.
And a great family event. I've
Exactly.
seen lots of dads playing football with the kids and stuff.
Oh, it's
and,
lovely.
We've got the bars, the alcohol. You want a burger, you want a pig roast, whatever you want, you can get here. It's been a great family fun day.
Certainly has.
Lovely. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you very much. Nice
Cheers,
meeting
pal.
you.
Thank
All
you.
the best.
Cheers, mate. Right, last time we met, young lady, it was in a wood, and now we meet in a wood as well.
Woo!
From Sutton Park to the Bar Beacon.
Yes.
Bands on the Beacon. What a wonderful festival. You closed it, you absolutely smashed it, you had encore after encore after
Thank
encore,
you.
and I thought there was something special that a ninja's playing Kung Fu Fighting last.
Of course, yeah. Ninja,
You know what I'm
ninja.
saying? Yeah.
Hiya!
Yeah. House singers as well, because also, I mean, you're from Halesowen.
Yes.
You're only 19, you're not even 20 yet, are you?
No.
Okay. And you're busking around Birmingham, and you're also, with your manager Leah, playing Silverstone.
Yeah, playing to 10,000 people in a week's time at Silverstone Racecourse. So that'll be amazing. And Bands on the Beacon today has been really, really cool. Loads of local acts, and it's just been a really fun day and nice weather too.
It's been brilliant, because sometimes you don't get the weather.
Yes.
So one thing that you can't guarantee. Now I looked at the lineup. The one thing that was guaranteed today is class, is quality. And if this Bands on the Beacon was a stick of rock, you'd have quality written all the way through it.
Yeah, I think everyone's been really good. I've been watching the acoustic on main stage, and I've really enjoyed everyone, to be honest. It's been really cool.
And how's the EP? How's all your stuff going? Because you've got the Ninja stuff, you've got the Ninja brand, you've also got the REM brand, haven't you? The old thumbs up on your guitar.
Yeah, I love REM. I've got a little sticker on my guitar.
Yeah, I know.
But no, I'm just I'm writing and recording, and hopefully next year bringing out an album.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I supported the Jacksons
I know, tell me
a year
about
ago.
that.
It was amazing. Jackie Jackson actually got to talk to me and say that he saw a bit of my performance, and he really liked it. He said some dead nice comments.
Yeah.
And then the Jacksons actually signed my red guitar, and Marlon even came back to put the Jackson 5 on it, which was just brilliant.
My mate Marlon.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
it.
me and Marlon.
Yeah, just chilling, killing, you know.
chilling with the Jacksons, man. Are you doing any more stuff with the Jacksons?
Well, Jackie Jackson has actually invited me to Las Vegas.
I heard
his
that.
house,
Yeah.
and so that's to write with him.
Yeah.
And that'll be amazing.
And Midlands Today you've been on as well. You're on
Yeah,
every
yeah.
radio station. You're all over the place, babe.
That's a ninja. What a ninja does for
I
him.
know, superb. How integral's your manager been?
Sorry.
How integral's your manager been?
Amazing. He's got me all these gigs, and I just couldn't do it without him.
Should
Shall
we
we bring
call
him
in?
in?
Should we just call him in? Like, if you.
Cool. That's the pigeon.
How are you, mate?
I'm very good. Yourself?
Superb. So you've also, a little birdie's told me, you've been a massive part of getting these bands on here today and tomorrow.
No, not really. I've given them a little bit of a lift, that's all.
Come on. I love modest people, but beat your drum a bit, mate.
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened without me. No.
I love.
No, I've given them a bit of a hand and bit of a steer on a couple of bits and pieces. But you know, they're a great team, and they're really dedicated to him. It's amazing that sort of Walsall Council and Barbican Trust are prepared to, back this sort of thing, really, and it's fantastic for all the acts, but fantastic for the entire region.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
to give people the chance to come up and see something like this, as cheap as it is. I think if you were 16 or under, it was £1.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and everyone here has just been absolutely superb and really dedicated to the cause.
Yeah, I think it's really great that Walsall have been able to put on this. It's amazing that they've been able to do that for everyone.
I think there's. Again, I feel like a broken record. We're still great. I keep saying there's just so much talent in our area. And
How many people are going to know what a broken record is? That your listeners now.
People that are older than me.
Are you not a sort of virus MP3 or something?
Well, that's it. In the old days, it was vinyl.
Yeah.
But it's almost like it is a circle. It's going back full circle. Vinyl is coming back.
Oh, this in the last 12 months they've had the biggest sales for the last decade.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and I think it's just become very cool again. And you can't beat that, can you? When you walk away, you haven't just got your record, you've got your piece of artwork. And yes, hail to the death of MP3 and long live vinyl.
Do you know what do you prefer, young lady? MP3.
Well, I think, I go to my
CD.
iTunes. I always refer to my iTunes,
Exactly.
but vinyl is more fashionable now, just because of the retro.
Yeah.
That's why everyone likes it, because of the retro.
I love everything about it. I love the CD. I don't do vinyl now because it went out and all my records, well, they're all on CD and
But
MP3.
It's interesting for someone my age, because I didn't actually know how it worked and things. And my dad got his old one out, and when I saw how it worked, I was like, golly gosh, that's
It's
extraordinary.
amazing.
That's very fancy, yeah.
How ridiculous. You get this thing out of a sleeve, you put it on, you get the needle, and it plays my songs.
Amazing.
It's fantastic, isn't it? But the nice thing about the MP3 is that you can just download it. You can send it,
Well,
you can...
MP3 or vinyl, I'll be
Yeah.
up for it when Esther's on it.
So what have you got out? How can people hook up with you? What's your Facebook, your website, your Twitter? I want everybody on this planet.
Well,
to be
I'm
looking
Esther
at you.
Turner, and it's ESTHER, just in case. And you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on YouTube, and every week I post Saturday snippets.
I know you do. I keep sharing
so that's
it
on
down.
my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I post a little mix up of songs and all my favourite songs that I love to sing that week, and I post them on my page. So have a look at it.
Now, your biggest influence and inspiration, I'm guessing, is REM.
Oh no, I love lots of artists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Come on then. Who's the others? Tell me about them.
I'd say I'm a bit like RoboCop. And, I love Sia, Gwen Stefani, Joni Mitchell.
Yeah.
A mix of all those artists, but just me as well. But they're all my influences.
And how's your busking going in Birmingham?
Buskin's good, yeah. They're actually trying to stop
I know.
amplification.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm ninjaing but Birmingham, New Street.
Yeah. Do you have the same little spot in Birmingham busking all the time?
Yeah.
So where
I
is
try
it?
to.
Come on,
It's
tell people.
outside the Bullring. So when you go to Birmingham and the Bullring and come out of New Street, I'm there.
So are you by the Bull? For people that know
Yeah,
Birmingham,
by the
you're
Bull.
right by
Yeah.
the Bull.
Yeah, right, exactly by the Bull, right in front of
Fantastic.
it.
And other festivals coming up later on this summer and stuff going forward. What we got on, mate?
Yeah, hopefully just doing local festivals and gigs, and I'm concentrating on my writing really at the minute, but I'll be doing the Grand Prix next week as
Yeah.
well, which will be my biggest thing this year so far.
Fantastic. So when the boy, the little racing bloke, Lewis, is on the podium there with the champagne, you'll be singing to him. You'll be serenading to Lewis.
Woo! Fancy.
Superb. And you're writing, it's coming on, you're going from strength to strength to strength, and like, final word from the gaffer. Where did you find this young lady from, by the way?
By the Bull on New Street. She was busking when I found her.
Oh, okay.
And look out for Esther next year, she's going to be huge.
Yeah. And that's the very essence of, when you're playing, no matter whether it's here or by the Bull, you never know who's walking by, you never know who's listening. You never know, do you?
Just keep working hard, that's all I was trying to do really, just try and get myself out there.
Yeah.
And then luckily I got found and I've been able to do amazing things, so yeah. Just keep
Any
working hard.
record labels and anything interested or showing interest or anything, Lee?
No comment.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I have said she's going to be huge.
Okay. So that's a yes. Right then, for now, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you
having
very
me.
much. It's been an absolutely fantastic day, and all the very. I love your John Lennon glasses, by the way.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Super day.
Thank you, Esther,
Woo!
for your time. Woo. Cheers, mate. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Cheers, Lee. Thank you very much.
This feeling is good, the day is shining. I love this new way of living, and I can breathe. Whoa, this is just what I need. Oh, I've found the hope that I've been waiting on for. Get everything, my life has just begun, and I can breathe. Whoa, this is just what I need. I'm feeling free. I'm feeling free. I'm loving what my life is bringing. It's such a change, you see. My heart is singing, and I can breathe. Whoa, this is just what I need. I'm feeling free. I'm feeling free. I'm feeling free. Oh, 'cause I'm feeling free.
Right, and finally, I was going to say a rainbreaker, a windbreaker. The only thing is with outside, well, I say outside broadcast, I sound half professional here, is that the wind, it blows straight across and it really distorts the equipment. So, Jeff McBride, I finally meet up with you, sir. You've been running around like a blue-arsed fly all day. One of the organisers, one of the people behind this wonderful event. Can I just thank you very much for having me?
That's fine, Gabby. Thanks for coming, and thanks for helping promote it.
Well, I've been all around this place. I mean, lovely. Thank you very much for building my media office.
That's all right.
Right by the entrance there. The backstage was the tree with the 3 little prongs up.
Was the green room all right for you?
The green room. I tell you what. And what you laid on in that green room, your hospitality is better than Glastonbury.
Yeah, it's all come out of the council tax anyway.
Just get that quiet. On a personal note, how wonderful has it been for you today? You must be very proud of your achievements.
Oh well, ask me again on Monday when Sunday's passed. Because I'm absolutely knackered at the moment.
I bet you are.
Yeah. There's been a hell of a lot of work gone into this, not just from me, but from everybody else involved. I think you've got the impression now that it's a real community effort. This has been. It's the first year that we actually haven't had a budget for it. For the past 5 years, it's been paid for by the Heritage Lottery Fund, and basically we've had a grant which was focused on restoring the War Memorial, which we've now completed. But as part of the grant agreement, we had to deliver some community involvement activities. We had to try and encourage people to use the beacon more in a more positive way as well. Because where we are, in sort of urban countryside, we get lots of antisocial behaviour.
Do you really?
And the beacon is known for that.
Okay.
But since we've been doing the project now, and we're in the 5th year actually. This is the 5th year of Bands on the Beacon. It's the 3rd year of actually delivering the grant fund project.
Yeah.
And we've got a new friends group started up. They're local people that come out and help us. They tell us about any problems on the site. They go around litter picking for us. And they're all volunteers. And we've been able to do events like this where we really encourage people to come out and enjoy. And it's been a proper family day out. And you probably sort of got a really good vibe from it,
Unbelievably.
Yeah, and it's sort of centred around music. It's green space, and it's what people want.
Yep.
And that's it's as simple as that. But when you boil down to actually providing that, that's when it gets a little bit more complicated.
You've provided today a platform for artists to perform. You've provided a platform for families to come out, breathe the fresh air, look at the surroundings, take in the surroundings, be part of the beacon, so when their kids are buying into, it's something that they'll be more proud of, they'll be more respectful. It certainly gets around. What kind of media attention have you had with this event? Local paper, Midlands Today, ITV, etc., etc.
Yeah, well, that's it. We've probably had more this time round than ever before, really. We've actually upped our game in terms of promoting it because, as I say, this is the first time we've actually charged.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to go direct from a free event to charging a fortune. I mean, we haven't got the budget for it.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, this event has cost us 20 grand.
Yeah.
And we looked at potentially headline acts, but they cost money up front.
Yeah, of course they do.
But the idea of doing it over 2 days, which we've never done before, was because we're paying out for all the infrastructure, the stage, the security. It doesn't cost us a lot more to do it over 2 days than over one, and it's exactly the same amount of time clearing up and taking everything down again. So, and when we did it last year, we introduced free tickets online for the first time because 2 years ago we had a real issue with capacity.
Yeah.
We were told the site could only hold 3,000 people, and it was a glorious Sunday afternoon. And we ended up with over 5,000 turn up.
You could easily get 5,000 in there, couldn't you?
Yeah, but we are the council, and we do have to follow health and safety to the letter. And it's fine when everything goes right, but as soon as anything goes wrong, then it's my name on as the duty manager. So I'm the first one up. But it is a real team effort. Don't get me wrong about that one. But we do need to be careful what we do. We can't just turn up in the field and play some music. It's not as simple as that. But by doing it this way and by following health and safety guidelines, you get a safe event. You get families coming up. You get kids wandering about and going away from the family, knowing that everything's secure. The security team that we've been working with, they've done probably the last four years, and they're the same guys that come. So they know the event, they know the people, and then they know what to expect. And that helps us as well, you know, because it takes a lot of pressure off us if people know what they're doing right from the start, and it's not fresh to them.
How about camping and stuff like that over the 2 days? Is that something you'd be thinking of next year?
We thought of it before. We've seen the festival grow, and this year we added extra stalls. We had a craft and artisan fair, which we'd never done before.
It was damn good.
Good, I'm glad you had it. Yeah, I mean, we've been working. They're all local people. Dotted around Walsall, and we've been working with them. We worked with them last year on another project over on Walsall's Aldridge Airport, and we were looking at developing a project around there. And we've kept in touch with the group. So this was another opportunity to work with local people. Hopefully they've made some money out of it as well. But if not, even just the fact that they've come along and hopefully enjoyed the event. But it's trying to come up with all these different ways, and camping was one of the things that we thought about. We're surrounded by open farmland up here. Bear in mind we're only like 7 miles from the centre of Birmingham and 4 from the centre of Walsall. We are actually almost in the middle of open countryside.
Tell me about it.
So and it wouldn't be take too much imagination to have a chat with some of the local farmers, and they could get some income from camping. One of our actual toilet suppliers, they're just down the road as well. So it's keeping the money in the area as well. I mean, that's not the prime reason for doing it. Well, it is to a certain extent now. But we're a local authority. We're supposed to be providing services for people. We're trying to encourage people to use our sites and to use them properly and appreciate them. Because the way things are going, there aren't going to be many of us around to look after them. So that's why we need the friends groups. And places, other parts of the country, local authorities are turning to these groups and saying, "Do you want to manage the land for us?" And they'll say, "Yes." "Okay, well, get on with it then." "Oh, can we have some money?" "Oh no, there's no money." So so the more
for nothing.
well, that's how. I mean, we're not in that position yet in Walsall, fortunately, but who knows what the future holds, particularly at the moment, in times of austerity. But the austerity is hitting local people like this, and we're still trying to provide a service for them.
Well, I think you've provided a fantastic service.
Thanks,
down in Glastonbury, that's also involving farms and the festival.
Yeah, and it's on a bit of a hill, I've heard as well.
There's a little bit of a likeness going on. Will it be the same weekend next year that you do it? Will it be Glastonbury weekend again?
Well, we're actually planning to do it next weekend, but there's a local charity walk that takes place, Rosie's Helping Hands.
Okay.
And they've been established longer than Bands on the Beacon, actually. And so it was actually easier for us to move the festival from next weekend to this weekend. And we've had Rosie's Helping Hands charity here today, so promoting next weekend. And it's been a nice little partnership there, because they've actually gone out and put our flyers out. And then that's how things work.
Working together.
It's
teamwork.
Everybody's the buzzword is partnership.
Of course it
is. But that's genuine partnership. It's not two sort of massive organisations coming together and one just sort of tolerating the other. It is real community spirit.
Fantastic. Well, mate, can I thank you for your time? It's been an absolute joy. And I mean, you could put them prices up double next year.
Well, we don't.
I know what you're saying, but it would still be good value for money. That was brilliant. I mean, £6, and it's been 6 hours of top class entertainment, and many, an awful lot of these artists, if they were at Glastonbury, they would not look out of place. The quality was that good, mate.
Yeah. Well, that's the wealth of talent we've got in Walsall and the West Midlands.
Sure is.
Walsall is a real hotbed of music talent.
I agree.
And what we're hoping to do with this is use it as a bit of a platform to promote what other bands and what other opportunities there are in this borough. Because I heard in passing that it's got a real big metal scene.
I think you've got everything in the Midlands. Birmingham and the Black Country, which incorporates Walsall as well. There is such musical talent in this area.
Well, I was reading Robert Plant's autobiography.
Well, another one. I know Wolverhampton.
Yeah, but I didn't realise until I read that Jimmy Page actually met Robert Plant at Walsall Technical College.
There you go.
He was playing a gig there, and Jimmy Page went to watch him.
Yeah.
You know, so the biggest rock band that's ever been.
The Jam.
Yeah. Apart from the Jam.
Yeah.
Well, you know, was partially forged in Walsall.
Exactly.
You know, and what more heritage do you need than that?
And you know, the next generation of them musicians could do exactly the same at a festival like this.
Yeah. Well, you know, you could be there when today could be one of those days when you turn around and say, I saw them at Barbican.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
quality.
And that's what we're hoping for, you know. And there's quite a few places. I know the Glee Club are sort of renowned in Brum, aren't they, for picking out talent and just being, you know, one of the sort of sparks that gets quite a few names going.
What it needs is everybody forming a partnership, forming an alliance, working together and supporting these projects.
Well, that's what we're hoping
That's what it
for.
needs.
Yeah, and I think you've spoken to Lee and you've spoken to Wayne, and we've got two sort of senior businessmen there, you know, that have got made it in their own business. Well, putting money into this place, and that is probably the future. You know, going that road.
Quality.
So you know, but we still need our local authorities and our local councils to be able to provide the land and
we all
the
need
facilities.
Support. All need support.
Yeah. But I think today and hopefully tomorrow has proved what we can do if people are prepared to work together.
So how much sleep are you going to get tonight finally?
Oh, I don't know yet. I don't know.
An hour.
Yeah, I've got to be up early again tomorrow to meet the security on.
Right. Tough at the top, any mate.
I wish it was at the top. I wouldn't be here if it was at the top.
Of course you would, eh? Oh, mate, yeah. But at the top of something, anyhow. We're looking down at bloody Walsall there.
Yeah. Second highest point in the West Midlands.
Is it really?
Yeah,
What's the highest, you know? Is it the Baggies ground?
No, it's Ocker Hill over towards Sedgley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but it's the highest point east, depending on who you speak to.
Oh,
so the next highest point is the Urals.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, in Russia. That's how I've been told. That's the story we tell.
Okay, well, it's a lovely story to finish on.
Well, if anybody wants to come back to Barbican, when there's no music here, we've just developed a smartphone app.
Okay,
so if you go onto either Google Play or iTunes, you can download it for free on there, and it's like having a virtual guided tour around the site.
Yeah, right.
So and that's something that we've developed as part of the HLF project as well.
Fantastic.
So, there we go.
There's no flies on you, lot, is there? Right, cheers, mate.
Okay.
Have a great day tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, Gavin.
I'm going to have a word with my missus and see if I can sneak out. The answer's
Okay.
probably no, though.
Okay.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for
Okay.
the invite.
No problem.
And thanks for having me today.
No, good. I'm glad.
Absolutely loved it.
Mate, met up.
Right, that's me done. I'm off. I've had enough now. I'm tired. I'm weary. Hey, keep right on, Jeff.
Yeah, up the blues.
Ta-ra.
Up the blues.
Cheers. Thanks for listening. Good night and God bless. Cheers.